I would like to say a few words, very few words about the course that will happen next month in Osaka. I think probably the main purpose of this course is to realize that our body is a musical instrument and to reconnect with our ability to create magic with our voice and with our body. The heart song technique that we are going to practice throughout the course is one of the most special healing techniques that I know. It shows that we don't necessarily have to know and understand everything, because it's not really possible to know everything. But we do have the power to surrender to the healing of the Great Spirit of all that is. And even though it is so special to be able to meet in this way, that like what we are doing now, it is so much more powerful to meet in a place where we can sing together and hear each other. And I'm so looking forward to coming and being together in the same space, so I'm also able to hear your voices. And one more thing that is very important, I know that some of us are not feeling that they have a beautiful singing voice, or maybe they don't even like their voice. So in this course, we are going to learn how to really listen to our voice and get to know it deeper and get to love it as an essential part of ourselves. Each one of us has a unique voice, and when we sing together, we really do what we came to do here in this world together.
What is the effects that we can have from the Bodysings?
Okay. First, the practice of the technique itself, the heart song, has a very, very deep effect. I've personally witnessed healings of very, very intense physical situations through the heart song. The practice of the heart song, it does a few things. First, it does support physical healing. It brings more energy that really enhances our psychic abilities, and it also enhances our ability to manifest. What is special about this course is that it really goes through the body itself, and not only through the spiritual connection that we make with the seventh day. And I think this is so important because sometimes we are in a situation where we are so overwhelmed that it's harder to meditate, it's harder to connect spiritually. But even when it's hard for me to meditate, it is still easy to take a breath in and simply use my voice. Many times when people are depressed or they are very sad, it's harder for them to imagine or to think of something that is in higher energy. But usually using my voice, working with my voice is much more available. It's easier to connect to it. I know that many people learn this technique, but quite usually in courses, in the advanced course, we don't go very deep into this technique. And this course is a fruit of many years in which both my brother and I practiced and explored this technique deeply. And I think that our background in yoga, so this combination of the physical and the spiritual, we are both yoga teachers, and our expertise is relaxation and breath work and meditation. And of course, our connection to music, the fact that we are both singers. it was a part of the reason why Vayana specifically asked us to create this course so people can learn the heart song on a deeper level. And I think it is very special that all of these practices are very simple. They are very simple, and yet their effect is very profound. And of course, one last thing is that the course itself is like a 2 days healing session to each person that is participating, but it also gives the complete knowledge of how to effectively work with your own clients and friends.
Actually, I never shared with. I did the heart song for 4 hours and a half during IA. And at the end of IA, I actually had an instant healing from a group healing. It healed my glaucoma. And I'm sure in the process, the heart song was the big chunk of it. So when I heard that there is a class that is based on the heart song, the first impression, 最初の印象は, oh no, it was my first impression because that 4 hours and a half was very long for me. It felt like my whole entire life. But then in Greece, when I had that little experience, because it was live and everybody was around with the music, and I think it went over, like it was more than that 4 hours and a half. It just sort of sunk in. It felt like everything was vibrating.
Yes. That's one of the main testimonials that people share after the course.
なるほど。
That never felt their body alive and vibrating in this way. They never experienced.
But that was like 30 minutes or maybe an hour. 30分か1時間ぐらいだったんですよね、その時って。
When you do a proper, when you have a proper preparation, that we learn how to do a proper preparation,
もう
but
正しい準
also
備法がある。
a proper way of getting out of the practice, I think the effect is much deeper and it takes much less time.
Yes, and I mean the whole entire workshop. I think it was the night before you had the class. It was very short, but the experience was wow. That means 2 days? It's going to be wow. Oh my God, I can't wait for
See you soon.